What is the highest premium value in your coaching business? When it comes to high ticket sales, serving, co-creating, playing with high ticket coaching clients in whatever niche you're in, what is your highest premium value that you offer in your life coaching, in your relationship coaching, in your business coaching, your mindset coaching, your career coaching, your sex coaching, your relationship coaching, your parenting coaching, whatever it is, whatever niche you're in or non-niche that you're in? Hello, beautiful, and welcome to the Prosperous Room and part 5 of High Ticket Sales Psychology for Christian women coaches and spiritual women coaches. High ticket sales is not just about racking in the money. It's about what the client believes the value is for them, and it's different for everyone. In my coaching business, what is the highest premium value? It's the luxury of being yourself. It's the luxury of, for the first time, doing not just what technically works for you, but the thing that God has called you to do. The version of you that doesn't exist in relationship to reacting to what's happening outside, but the version of you that is unfiltered, that exists as who God says you are. The version of you that is not trying to match any room, match anyone's expectations, but simply be who God says you are. And let God filter through you. Let God come through you, flow through you, where you just like a receiver on a radio, you know, the what is it called? The antenna, and God's just coming through you. That is the luxury of being yourself, when you have uninterrupted access to the power, the confidence, the proof of who God says you are. You don't need anybody's validation, so you never even have to be on social media. Oh my gosh. You don't need anybody to applaud for you. You don't need the applause anymore. You're not tempted to fit in. You can wear whatever colors you want to wear. You can have your hair whatever way it has to be. You can wear whatever jewelry you want. You can be who God says you are. That is the luxury of being yourself. For many women who come in, I always think, oh, they want to make 7 figures or multiple 7 figures this quarter, or they want to make, no. They come in because they're tired and exhausted of cosplaying as somebody else. So what is the premium value for you and your clients that you offer them? Is it affordability? Is it that you're the cheapest? You're the mid-ticket? You're this, you're that? No, let money matter. Let money matter, so the person who's investing in your high-ticket coaching offer, who's excited to see herself differently for the first time, so she invests in this, looking at it from a, how is my life going to multiply because I'm investing in this offer? How is your client's life going to multiply? How is her health going to multiply? How is her business going to multiply? How is her career going to multiply? How is her relationship with her daughter going to multiply because she invested in this coaching offer? It's where everything turns into gold for her. The thing that you think is not significant, the thing that you do so easily, that comes so easily to you, is the thing that is gold to her life, to that relationship, to her business, to her mindset, to her career. And that is the thing that does not take logic to sell. And this is why I talk about the invisible shift, the trust, the faith, the thing that pulls the person to the thing that she wants, no matter how ridiculous it is to everybody else, no matter how much it costs, and she's ready to invest right now, even though she doesn't have a single dime in her account, because she's willing to be resourceful. This is the thing which I call the invisible shift. And the invisible shift happens when your client listens to you and says, where have you been all my life? I can never see myself different. I can never see myself the same again. I am different because of this, so I cannot go back to selling. You know, when women come into the Prosperous Room and they come into, whether it's Supernatural asking for the sale VIP day, they see themselves different. And in the beginning, it was overwhelming for me to see a client cry. It was overwhelming for me to see women who were so powerful, who are already making all the money in the world, because at that time I put the premium on money because I wanted to make it, and I thought when I made it I'll be different. And these women had made it, and yet there was something missing. They were not being themselves. They were like diluted versions of the most powerful coach they see on Instagram or wherever whatever social media they are. And they realized for the first time, I've never wanted to be on social media, so I don't need to be. How do you sell without being on social media? And I said, how did you find me? And they go, oh yeah, well yeah, obviously I found you, so yeah, I don't have to be on social media. It's not that social media is bad. It's just that people have been doing things to match what their coach has been telling them, or what their mentor has been telling them. And for me, I'm not a mentor, I'm a coach. I pull out the God in you for you to look in the mirror and say, oh my gosh, I have been that spirit of God that raised Jesus from the dead is in me. That's who's looking right at me right now. Not my coach, not my mentor who's trying to make me a mini point two version of herself. What is the luxury they come for? What is the premium value they come for? What does the Rolex watch give to them? What does that first class ticket give to them? The exhale that happens because, oh, this chair is so comfortable. Not because it cost $1 million. The thing that supports them to see that clear version of who God says they are, that is the thing you can't put money on. The invisible shift that supports them to hear themselves for the first time, that supports them to know that they're already a winner, and winners always follow through. Winners always win. So you don't have to convince me to invest in this messaging strategy that I want for my business, because I know it's going to work for me, because I always win when I do the thing I'm here to do. I'm not going to win if I'm doing something I'm unaligned with, if I'm doing something that's not going to work for me. So if your weight loss strategy is not going to work for me, why would I invest in it? You don't have to convince me. It's not you. It's not the amount. It's just that I'm not aligned with it. And this is where we say, well, I'm going to follow through with that, follow up with that client. There's no need for that. The person who wants it, wants it. Be brave enough to sell to the person who wants it. You know, high ticket sales psychology is for the value, for the premium, for the exclusive experience that they get, letting money matter to the extent that it becomes a slave for your business, to the extent that it works so hard. If you feel bad about how great money works for you, you start to feel bad about it, because money is the one that sells for you. Let it matter enough to sell for you. Let it matter enough to attract the clients that you want in. Let the money that you're charging, the investment to work with you, let it be a pathway for the influence and impact that you're here to make in the world. Let it be a pathway to attract and call in the people who want the thing, so they can recognize you when they see you talking about it, not because of the way you dress, the way you look, or with the house you live in, but simply because the thing you're saying and your energy allows them to see themselves differently, shifts their perspective of that desire, that challenge, that pain, that opportunity. When women come to the Prosperous Room and asking for the Sale VIP Day, I don't have magic. I wear clothes that I make. I'm a fashion designer, so I'll make my own stuff. I don't look like everybody else. I'm an immigrant. I don't sound like everybody else. I don't want to be like everybody else, or sound like everybody else, or dress like everybody else. I like what I like, and I show up in what I love. And that freedom is so attractive to people who have freedom already inside of them and who have been hiding and trying to pretend to be somebody else. What is the premium version that you create? How do you leverage that to help your clients create their highest return on investment in losing the weight, in becoming the woman who attracts the man that's the love of her life? Not just trying to be married, but being the woman who attracts the person that she wants to be, that she wants that person. She's the person that she's attracted. Just like we're the clients were attracted. Be the person that you want to work with. High ticket sales psychology is not about convincing people to buy, making them buy, or trying to overcome objections. No. It's calling in with an invisible shift of trust and faith and alignment and the energy of who God says you are, so that it matches the person who wants the thing, and they show up simply because you showed up. When you lead, they self-lead. You lead first. You come first, and they come. You can't create the thing and hide and expect them to come find you for that 100,000. Hey, Mimi, are you selling a $100,000 offer? Where can I get it? No, they show up, and that's all I talk about. That's all they see. I serve women who are brave enough to co-create $100,000 coaching offers and higher. And $100,000 is now the floor. It used to be the ceiling. When I started selling high-ticket coaching offers, 100K was where I wanted to get to. I wanted to one day sell a 100K offer. Now that is the ceiling for my long-term offers. I'm still selling 15K offers, VIP days, 10K offers, 25K offers. But 100K is my ceiling. It's my floor. It's the floor. It used to be the ceiling, and now it's the floor. Make your ceiling your floor. Create the invisible shift inside of you that supports your clients to create the best return on investment. Because you know what? How is this going to change her life? What is the value of this on her life? What is the value of your offer on her life? How is her life going to change? How is her life going to be so different that she doesn't even remember who she was when she came into the coaching offer? How is the transformation going so deep that she forgets that when she came in, she had this challenge or problem? Because now the challenge or problem that she's facing when she's lost 100 pounds, or when she's making 7 figures a day, or when she's doing whatever it is that you're coaching on, is so radically different from the one she came in with. She does not recognize that challenge anymore. You have to remind her that, hey, let's look at your intake sheet. Let's see what it was that you came in for. And she says, I don't think that was me. What do you mean that was me? I've had clients say to me, no, I've never been that. I've never believed that. No, I've always believed this. Because they're so transformed, they can't remember the thing they came in for. And that, to me, is what is more powerful, what is most powerful. And it does not need a testimonial, because they can't even remember or feel the thing that brought them into the coaching relationship with me or the other coaches. That is what I mean by serving so deep. Not just supporting people to lose weight, but supporting people to transform. So the person in the outfit that they're wearing now believes she's always been in it. No. What do you mean I used to wear different clothes? This is what I've always worn. I've always been a size this, whatever it is. Or my natural healthy weight has always been this. They forget the challenge because it's no longer who they are. And like Paul says, forgetting what's behind them, they move forward to who God is calling them to be. That is the invisible shift that high ticket coaching does, and that high ticket sales instills through messaging, through marketing, through the thing that's supposed to client to raise her hand and say, oh my God, where have you been all my life? You're talking to me. No one else has said this to me this way. Where have you been hiding? I recognize myself in the outcome. I recognize myself in these results. And I want to work with you because I see myself as a winner, and winners always follow through. So you don't have to convince me. You don't have to hold my hand and nurture me. You don't have to tell me to make me buy. You don't have to tell me about the pain, because honestly, your high-ticket coaching client does not remember the pain. She's not buying the Rolex watch because it hurts to tell the time on a Timex. She's buying the Rolex watch because she feels like she deserves it. Are you selling to people that feel like they deserve your offer? Or are you selling to people that you have to convince this is the thing that you need me to help you with? Now, homie, sell to the people that want what you have. So they go from, this is going to be the thing that multiplies my life, that multiplies my marriage, that multiplies my relationship, to, oh my God, I did not even know this next level was possible in my relationship with my husband, in my relationship with my daughter, in my relationship with my children, in my relationship with myself, in my relationship with money. I did not know that money could become my honey. Let me know how this lands for you.